So here's another Barkin Method hot yoga flow. I've been getting a lot of requests for flows lately. Hi everyone, if this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Jimmy Barkin. I've been practicing hot yoga since 1980, been teaching since 1981. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell, you get notified when I post a new video. Anytime you're enjoying this video or this flow, hit the like button. So I put together a short Barkin Method flow. And by the way, if you're interested in doing the full Barkin Method hot yoga and hot vinyasa class, meditation classes, tutorials, click below for your 7-day free trial to the Hot Yoga On Demand channel. So I put together this particular flow. It's a segment of the Barkin Method flow meant to empower you. My teacher would say to revitalize and to organize the cells in the body. So let's head over to the studio and get started. We start with breathing exercise to open up the lungs. Interlace the fingers under the chin. Gently bring your head back as you exhale, let all the breath go. And then inhale, chin down, arms up. Exhale, head back. Shoulders drop, elbows touch, palms together. Inhale, chin down. Exhale, head back. Interlace the fingers, elbows touch. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. Exhale, 1, slowly 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch, and one more time. Inhale, elbows out right away, chin level. Exhale, head back. Elbows touch high, palms together, arms by your side. And relax. We begin with sun salutation, salute to the sun, hands to your heart center. We're going to set a personal intention for the class, perhaps the day. So it is. And begin. Inhale, arms overhead. Create some length between the hips and the rib cage. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to touch the floor. We're just going to soften, relax the shoulders. Bend your knees as much as you need to touch the floor. Shake it out a couple times, left and right, head side to side. We're going to start out super slow motion, first set. Right leg floats to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. First check, left knee's over the ankle. We're going to protect the joints. Pull the left hip back to square, hamstring and heel to the ceiling. Roll your shoulders down and back to square. Open the heart. Left leg back to a high plank push-up position. Now, if you need to modify, you could drop your knees to the mat like Janice, but still stay on your toes. Hold the core, arms tucked to the side body. We're going to lower down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana, back up. We do it twice in the Barkin Method. Down again, Chaturanga into upward facing dog. First one of the day. Hands real close to the body. You might want to move your head side to side, back and forth. Shoulders down and back, feet are flat, hips lower but don't touch. You can push into the floor with the tops of the feet and your hands. The only time we hold upward dog for a long period of time is this first one. Now flip on the toes, back downward facing dog. And let's shake this one out. Left and right, back and forth, head side to side. And settle into your upward down V. Pull the shoulders back away from your ears. That's our first priority to protect the neck. Relax the neck, let the head fall. You may want to bend your knees a little bit like Janice, especially if your hamstrings are tight, because we want that spine to be nice and straight. Index finger forward, tailbone actually scoops under. Now, if you need to modify for the next lunge, you could drop your left knee to the mat first, like Janice. Swing your right foot through to the front of the mat. Runner's lunge. Other side, and just simply straighten the back leg. So here we are on this side, pulling the right hip back, hamstring and heel to the ceiling. Open the chest and heart. For our yoga teachers, make sure you hold this one the same amount of time as the other one. Symmetry in time. Left foot up, Uttanasana. Round up heart center. We do our first half moon back bend. Lift up and out of the waist. In the hot yoga world, we exaggerate our back bends. We love our back bends. And then come forward into a forward fold. And we did the right side. Now we're going to do the left side. Left leg back, runner's lunge. Pull that right hip back, open the chest and heart. Left heel right over the toes, hamstring to the ceiling. Right leg back, high plank. The core we call in yoga the Mula Uddiyana Bandhas. Up and in. Down Chaturanga. Back up. Down again into upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale. Weight's going to be shifted in the front part of your hand. Get it off the base of the palm. That's going to take the pressure off your wrists. And it's just like somebody's pulling your hips back and your chest and head come down. So we got to do the left leg. Left leg swings through to runner's lunge. Open the chest and heart, hamstring heel to the ceiling. And breathe into the side. Remember, we're going to hold it the same amount of time. Opening up the hips and pelvic area first. Exhale. Right leg up, Uttanasana. Rounded up heart center. Half moon, lift up and out of the waist as we find a deeper back bend on the second time. And inhale, come up, forward fold. We're going to flow out the second set. Time to flow. Right leg back, exhale, lunge. Left leg back to plank. Hold the core. Chaturanga Dandasana 2 times. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Even though we're moving faster, we're going to take 2 breaths and downward dog. So tailbone under. We're going to scoop it. You don't want to arch your lower back. Once again, you may want to bend your knees if the hamstrings are tight. Getting the heels down is a little more advanced. Right leg swings through to the front of the mat. Runner's lunge. And in the second set, we add a twist. So right hand to your hip. We're going to rotate to the right. Crown of your head extends out to the middle of the mat. Shoulders, arm comes last. Spread the fingers wide to the right side of the mat. Parivrita, revolving lunge. Right hand down. And we're going to step the left foot up, Uttanasana. Round it up, heart center. Half moon, back bend, Ardha Chandrasana. And sit, open the chest. And come on up. Forward fold. Left leg back. We're flowing. Right leg back, high plank. Double Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Adho Mukha, downward facing. 2 breaths. A little deeper with each breath. You're going a little lower into the position. So think of your hips going back and your chest and head coming towards your feet. Now we're going to bring the left leg through to runner's lunge. Left hand to the hip, rotate to the left, lower, middle, upper back, shoulder. Arm comes up, spread the fingers wide to the left side of the mat. Left hand down, right foot up. Round up heart center and hold. Now we're going to do the second set of the Warrior Series. So come to the top of your mat, take a right quarter turn. I'm going to have Janice and Yulia go to the back of the mat so you can see a lot better. So feet together, arms overhead. Big step to the right, arms down. One motion. Pivot your right heel and sit down into Warrior 2. Look over the fingertips of your right hand. Weight on the big toe mound of the right foot. Outside knife edge of the left foot. Get it nice and low. Now look over your left shoulder. Tilt your arms, the triangle. Trikonasana. Now you can bring your forearm on the thigh like Janice as a modification, or you can touch the top of the foot with the fingertips of the right hand like Yulia. Left hip is forward, upper body's twisting back, and you're really going to push into that left foot. Now take the left arm and swing it around into a side angle. So from the left foot all the way up the leg, all the way out to the fingertips is a diagonal line. Place your hands at the front of the mat, step back to downward dog. You can stay there to recover, or you can do an optional vinyasa flow, which is a double chaturanga, upward dog and downward dog. We did the right leg, now we do the left leg. Left leg through, Warrior 2, windmill your arms, down we go. Big toe mound left foot, outside knife edge right foot, looking over the fingertips of your left hand. That's how you get low into that warrior position. Now look over your right shoulder, set the chin, tilt, Trikonasana. You've got an outside triangle. Right arm down the left arm is the vertical line. Left foot across the floor to the right foot is the horizontal line. And right foot up to the shoulder to the fingertips. That diagonal line is the key. Now side angle. Now we really define the diagonal line. as you twist the upper body back, keeping your hip forward. Place your hands at the front of the mat, step back to downward dog. Stay there if you need, or optional vinyasa flow. Back downward dog. So now to begin revolving triangle, we're going to do a one-legged Ikapada downward dog. So right leg comes back and up, square the hips, flex the foot. Now turn out the hip, point the toe. Don't let the shoulder turn. Turn it back to square, flex the foot, swing the foot through under the heart. Hands on the hips come up, facing the front. With your right leg out, left arm up. Left arm up, which is opposite from the right leg out, coming forward. And you can place your hand onto a block if you have it, just to the left of the foot, or to the floor, or to your shin. I'm going to have Janice move her hand onto her shin. That's another modification. But bring your hand back to the block, Janice. Now, big toe mound right foot. Outside knife edge left foot. Inner thighs rotate in. The right hip draws back. Scoop the tailbone, lengthen out, and rotate to the right. Lower, middle, upper back shoulder. And only if your shoulders stack, bring the arm up in the air. Spread the fingers wide to the right side of the mat. Open up the chest and heart. Good. Bring your right hand down. Step back to downward dog, or you could do an optional vinyasa flow. You need to stay in downward dog. Honor your level. Flow it out. Back to downward dog. So here we go. Left leg backing up into a one-legged downward dog. Square. Turn out the hip, point the toe. Turn it back to square. Swing it through under the heart. Hands on the hips come up. Reset. Opposite arm. So the left leg is out. That means the right arm comes up. Come on down, flat back, shin block, foot or floor. Depending on where your spine is, tabletop. That's going to determine where your hand is. And wherever your hand is, drop your shoulder, press down. Think of pulling your left hip back as you push into your back foot. Lengthen out and we rotate left, lower, middle, upper back, shoulder. And then the arm comes up. Parivrita Trikonasana. Good. Place your left hand down. Step back to downward facing dog. And one more optional vinyasa. We're flowing it out. We're building energy. Waking you up in your practice. Next pose. Standing separate leg head to knee, which is a unique posture from our lineage in Calcutta. Your right leg is going to swing through under the heart. This time, bring your palms together and round up. Notice that your feet and your legs are in the exact same position as the last pose. Bring your chin to the chest, exhale, curl down, touch your forehead to the knee. And I'm going to have Janice bend her knee way up so her forehead touches and separate her hand on the floor. So if your knees are bending, separate your hands, push against the floor. If your leg is straight, like Yulia, you can interlace the fingers right out in front of the foot. Eventually that right leg straightens, but we're curling, we're rounding. Inhale, round up. Rotate to the back. We're going to lift from the core, the Mula Uddiyana, and now we add the third lock, Jalandhara, the throat lock or the chin lock, chin to the chest, curl down, head touches the knee. Hands in front, palms together. Curl, round, and breathe. If your palms are together, try to get the hands real close to your foot. Don't bring them out in front of the foot. So that's going to create more of a curling, rounding motion. Inhale, round up, and rotate around to the front. And set your hands behind your back and reverse Namaskar. I'm going to have Yulia turn toward the camera so you can see what that looks like. If you're not able to grab the hands like that, you can grab the elbows. So here we go. We're going to lift the chest, scoop the tailbone, switch your legs, Yulia, and exhale, down you go. And exhale, down you go. Side forward bend, Parsvottanasana with the back straight. Don't round your spine to go further. And don't bend your knee to go further. Keep your front leg straight. Only go down as far as you can. Inhale, come up. Rotate toward the back. Lift the chest. Scoop the tailbone. Down you go. Parsvottanasana. And you're going to feel the difference in your hamstring with a straight back. And this one big time. Exhale down a little bit further. Inhale, come up. Rotate to the right. Arms overhead. Close it off. Arms by your side, and hold. And then turn around and relax for Shavasana, the first Shavasana of the day, the second most important moment of the class. We're going to keep our eyes open so the body knows and the mind knows it's not over. Palms up, legs about hip width, toes out, and enjoy this resting time. The circulation of the blood and oxygen flow into the physical body to balance and to heal. The prana, the shakti, the subtle energies flow into the ethereal body, also to correct, to heal, to balance, creating a holistic healing, a holistic balance for your entire being. And we start with Supta Bhadrasana, soles of the feet together all the way up to the tailbone. Allow the knees to open out in an external rotation. If you need a little help, place your hands at the inner thighs, or if not, hands on the floor, palms up, and relax and surrender. Chin down, back of the neck on the floor. We hold this one a little longer than some of the other four poses to allow softening. The connective tissue begins to release and to let go. Take a long exhale, exaggerate that happening. And bring your knees together, legs down, palms up. Next pose, Jatara Parivartanasana. Bring your knees up, feet flat. First thing we're going to do is we're going to scoot our hips or shoot our hips out to the right a little bit. Knees to the left. Hold the top thigh with the left hand, look over the right shoulder and twist. As you hold onto that right thigh, look over your right shoulder, get that opposite direction happening in the spine. And then change. We're going to shift the hips to the left, knees to the right, twist back over to the left side. The belly and the lower back are very connected. That's why they call it belly twist, but it's also a great adjustment for the lower back. Long exhale, look over the fingertips of the left hand. And change, one back to Shavasana. Allow the circulation to once again do its job. Flow through the body. Feel that energy. Okay, let's do Happy Baby. Ananda Balasana. Bend the knees up. Grab a hold of the feet from the outside. You're going to pull the knees down to each side of you. As you're pulling on the feet, think of your heels going to the ceiling and your knees coming to the floor. That's the opposite direction we're working on. As you exhale, feel that happening. Remember, as we let go of the breath, the body's more pliable. One more long exhale. Find that deep expression. And change, back Shavasana. Arms by your side. And let's just do one roll up. Bring your knees up, feet flat, hands up to the ceiling, chin to the chest, come on up. And turn around and face the front. We're going to finish this class, this flow with Kapalbhati blowing. Breathe out through the lips, hands on your thighs, arms are straight. And as you exhale, the stomach comes in. And we're going to do one set of 60. And go. Change, turn around, relax for a final Shavasana, the most important moment of our little short flow. Eyes closed this time, palms up. Find your center, find your breath. Give all your weight and take no responsibility for your body. Give it completely to the floor. With your eyes closed, shift your gaze to the third eye, the sixth chakra. The gentle shift of your gaze helps to quiet the mind and the mind's chatter. Let's visualize the spine as an open channel, hollow tube. As we inhale, the breath starts at the lower spine and it rises up. All the way to the third eye, to the brain. On the exhale, it goes back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, it rises up the central nervous system. Exhale, it lowers down and out the peripheral nervous system. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Then allow the breath to come back to normal. Visualize your thoughts drifting across your inner vision as we find a present moment, a stillness that you've created through your practice, through your intention, through your commitment. And I thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Namaste. So that's our episode for today. I hope you enjoyed this flow. If you have any suggestions for other flows, let me know in the comments below. I get to all the comments. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.